It is Friday, June 14th. Hubby is driving me to the airports and I'm really nervous. We're on the way. I'm going to be flying from Savannah to JFK, JFK to Madrid, and in Madrid I will meet up with my mother and father-in-law. We'll be there for a few days together and then I'm gonna head to Turkey, but wanted to bring you guys along, get some footage. We picked up Starbucks on the way. This is something I will miss, is iced coffee. In Europe it doesn't really exist. Even though I prefer espresso anyway, so I'm excited. But yeah, it is. I was just looking at what time it is in Madrid right now. It definitely is a time where I should not be drinking caffeine, but we will deal with that tomorrow. It's 3:30 p.m. in Madrid and it's 9:30 here. My flight takes off around 11:15 from Savannah and then I get to JFK around 1:30. And then my next flight doesn't leave until 5:20, I want to say. So I've got like 4 hours to pick up my luggage from domestic, transfer it over to international, go through passport control, all that airport stuff. And then I'll probably get like a nice dinner before I get on the flight, just so I make sure I eat. The last flight I was on to Turkey, did I tell you this?
What?
The only options they had, it was like it was like an emergency trip and I was an emotional wreck, obviously. But the only option, and I didn't really feel like eating, the only options they had was salmon. And I just feel like fish on a plane is just not, like, who wants that? Like, they had salmon and then the other option was like lasagna, but they were out of the lasagna by the time they got to us, so they only had salmon. And I was like, I really don't want that. But I knew I needed to eat something good. So anyways, now I'm gonna, when I get to JFK, I do think it's important that I get like a good meal, just in case the airplane has something really ridiculously gross. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm flying Delta to Europe. I've never flown Delta to Europe. And I'm obviously flying Delta domestically as well. And I feel like so much less anxiety when I fly Delta because I know what to expect. Like, I know it's gonna be a great experience and it'll just go smoothly, and I feel a lot of comfort in Delta. Day one of being new homeowners again. How you feel?
Feels good.
Yeah, it was like kind of a weird waking up this morning. I was like, wait, did yesterday happen?
Take exit 104 towards Savannah, Hilton Head.
And it did. So Luis is going to be staying back to get the house in order. There's quite a few like construction type things that we're trying to do to the house before we officially move in. So that's what Luis will be working on for the next few weeks. And obviously helping take care of Bubba, Messi. Oh my god, you guys, I started crying when I was saying goodbye to Messi.
Take exit 104.
I think he was about to cry too, honestly. But he does not like the luggage, and I think he could tell that it was like the big luggage, so like that means I'm going for a long time.
Turn left onto Fuller Parkway.
But I can't wait for one day to be able to take him with us to Europe. I think that will be like so cool. Anyways, that's it. I will see you guys probably once I get through security, and then in JFK.
At the light, turn left onto
Love you.
seagull stealing the cat's food. This is... the cat's not gonna do anything. Got a fan going and all the windows open because it's really hot. But I wanted to come on here to just chat with you guys. It's been a hectic month. So where do I start? I think I may have shared in one of my previous videos that I was prepping for a really big trip, and I am still on said trip. It's actually my last night here in Istanbul, but I have had a hectic past 4 weeks, and I kind of wanted to just chat with the camera a little bit of a video diary, if you will. So I actually left the US, I think it was June, I forget what day it was because it was crazy. We closed on our new house and literally the next day I was flying to Madrid to meet my in-laws. I've met my mother-in-law before, but I hadn't met my father-in-law before, so it was really like nerve-wracking, of course. But of course, everything was really great, and I'm so grateful that I got to have such great memories with them. I was in Madrid for like 4 to 5 days, I would want to say, and then I flew to Turkey. And my initial plan when I got to Türkiye was to settle in at my dad's house, start cleaning, organizing, and then transfer like all of the bills and everything that I need to admin stuff here. But things didn't really go as planned. My father unexpectedly passed away in September of last year, and because it was so all of a sudden, there were so many other like really high priority things I needed to get done. We just focused on, you know, kind of closing his estate, making sure that all of his assets transferred legally to the right people and all of that. But I kind of left the house in disarray. or not in disarray, but just I wasn't ready to go through my dad's things. I wasn't ready to clean up the house and yeah, all of that. So this year, this summer when I came, I was really hoping to do a long list of things, but starting with, like I said, getting here, starting to clean, purge, go through my dad's items here. My uncle came here first to paint the whole house for me, which was such a great blessing, and I'm so grateful he did. But when he got here, the electricity was cut, so I wouldn't be able to stay at my house because there was no electricity. And in order for me to get electricity, I had to have proof of address. But in order for me to have proof of address, I needed a bill in my name. So it was a very long, complicated journey. The bureaucratic system in Turkey is no joke, but the admin side of things can be very tricky, a lot of hoops to jump through. I got here and ended up going to my uncle's house in the south of Turkey, and then we came back to try to do all the admin stuff. I then went back with him to just have like a week of vacation, really just spending time with him and his amazing wife, and yeah, just like trying to reset before coming back to. So I've been in Istanbul for a week now, and just, you know, trying to take care of the house and go through things. And I realized I didn't have a lot of footage for, like, I haven't pulled out this camera, and it's something that brings me so much joy at home. And I realized it's been really, really hard for me here because my days are obviously very busy. I'm also working while I'm here, so my evenings, I work 3 p.m. to midnight, and then in the mornings I get up and clean the house, like try to do any things, errands that I need to run, get groceries, that kind of stuff. So I've been pretty much nonstop. So YouTube hasn't been a priority, like, at all. I did want to kind of share like this part of my story because I think no one really talks about it openly. Like, of course, we talk about how hard grieving is, and it doesn't, people say time heals all, but it hasn't for me gotten easier, like, at all. And so the last week has just been extremely heavy in so many ways. Obviously all of the like tasks I need to get through the day, work, you know, trying to figure out all of the bureaucratic bull crap that I dealt with, like all of that stuff, but also being in my dad's house has been really comforting but challenging at the same time. And I don't think people talk about that a lot. Apartment, my dad spent like 4 to 6 months completely remodeling, like picking the flooring and picking the furniture and picking countertops and overseeing the whole project. And it was really something he's so proud of. A lot of people don't talk about like how hard it is to go through like a loved one's items. So in Turkish culture, it's really common to give away the loved one's clothing for donation so that their spirit may live on, and, you know, donate those things to somebody in need. And I've just had a really hard time with that. I've had a really hard time going through my dad's closet was one of the hardest things of my life. There is this piece of you that just thinks if dad came home today, I'd want him to have shirts and pants, and I'd want him to know like it's his home. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm still in like the denial phase of loss. But anyways, I didn't get to vlog as much as I really wanted to on this trip, but I think this trip has been everything that I needed it to be. I have been overcome with so much peace and peace of mind, but also just like peace in my heart. And I'm just so grateful that I've been able to be here for as long as I have been and be able to really just sit in my dad's home. I'm super, super grateful that I've had this opportunity and this really great summer. I definitely realized like vlogging is not my full-time job at all, or like it's a hobby, but when you're going through heavy things, like your hobbies just fall to the wayside, and that's just reality. It's kind of fight or flight mode, and that's how it's been for the last month or so, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm still gonna be vlogging, but probably just when I get back home. And I'm sure people can relate to this, but when I am on the streets, it's also like I don't want to draw a lot of attention to myself since I am here alone, and I don't very much look Turkish, so I already get like a lot of looks and stuff. So having a vlog camera is not like the smartest idea. I do hope one day to be able to vlog some really cool videos for you guys here in Istanbul, because it is such an amazing city and it's changed so much since I was a child and a teenager and everything, but it's so beautiful, and I wish more people would be able to experience the beauty of the city and this country. And so yeah, I do really want to make some vlogs for you guys at some point. But I just wanted to come in and kind of check in on my feelings. Since September, I've just been overcome with a feeling of gratitude, like for everything in my life. But coming to Istanbul and just being able to be like, even have this opportunity and this lifestyle, it's not something that everybody has, and I totally understand that. And I'm just so grateful that as hard as my adolescence and childhood was being between two cultures, I'm just so grateful that I have that. I think it's made me into the person I am today, obviously, but I just feel overly grateful. My dad was my dad, and he was so brave to leave everything he knew for something he had no clue about. And I just feel so grateful, because if he hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't be here. Like maybe my dad would be, I don't know, like a cowboy or something, who knows. But it's just crazy how life is. And one thing is for certain is like, I'm just so looking forward to bringing my husband here so he can experience Istanbul, and obviously our future family as well. So anyways, I need to pack now. I leave tomorrow at around 2 p.m. is my flight, so I need to be there by 12, which means I just have like the morning to really kind of like finish. I'm gonna vacuum one last time and wipe down things and all that good stuff, and then head to the airport around 11. So I might film packing, but probably not, because I really have been really emotional all day, and I don't know that it's a good idea for me to blast that over the internet. But I'll see you guys in another video.